back, everybody. We out here still at Slamfest. We got a special guest with us, Goat, from Made of Steel, right?
Yes, sir.
Right on, man. When's that show happening?
May 16th through the 18th, 2025.
2025.
Where's she gonna be at?
Where?
Where? Location?
Oh, yeah. It's Hernando County Fairgrounds in Brooksville.
Okay.
So it's the second year it's been there. The previous 9 years it's been at the Hillsborough County Fairgrounds.
Okay. Excellent. And everybody's welcome, right? All cars, all genres, everything.
That is the mantra of the show, right? So
Okay.
the idea of it is to create a place for all different genres of gearheads, motorheads, audio heads,
Right.
kind of come in the same place at the same time.
Okay.
Right.
Excellent.
So,
Excellent.
me personally, I'm into trucks and mini trucks and stuff. But you have some older hot rod guys that aren't necessarily into that. But realistically, when we were younger, started doing that, it came from hot rods. We get our styling, our metalwork ideas from them, our interior ideas, So
I remember when the tweed was really hot,
Yeah,
and that came from hot rods first.
it did. It did. So did shaving door handles and tail lights and, reshaping bumpers and, custom interior, custom door panels. All that stuff came from hot rods, and it's just some people just don't like trucks.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit. So what do you have anything here show wise, car wise?
I don't.
No. What do you have? What do you roll?
My daily, I have a 17 Duramax 3500
Okay.
single rear wheel. My other daily is an 04 Cat Eye extended cab 1500, lower than 24s.
Oh wow.
We are currently building a 2000 crew cab Chevy, but it's the OBS, it's the 8898 body style.
Okay.
Because as far as I know, the only thing that in 2000 that came in the OBS style is a crew cab 8-foot bed dually. And I might be incorrect, but I think that's the only thing in 2000 that came out in that body style.
I got you.
We converted it to short bed, straight bed, 5-lug, bodied on 26s.
Nice.
Still had the big block 454, still running that, but it'll be pretty good.
Very nice. Very nice.
Sounds nasty.
I look forward to
you
seeing
said
it.
we are building it. You got a unit club, or you got just some boys you work with?
No, well, I travel the country with Hot Rides Mag, doing show coverage. Been doing that since 2002.
All right.
Wow. Wow.
So a friend of mine in Alabama, he picked it up and he's just rebuilding the chassis front to back. It was a 3/4 chassis, but we just didn't like some things.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
I got you.
it's been passed through a couple hands. So once that happens,
There's always stuff that has to get redone, corrected, or yeah.
So
How long have you been putting Made of Steel on? How long you been doing this?
This will be the 11th year.
11th
Okay.
year.
Yeah. I also did a Unite show back in 07, 08, 09, and 12 up in Live Oak.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have never been to Made of Steel, but I know our guys over here, they're all regulars. They go all the time. So
That's right.
I had a
I've
wonky schedule.
told about it a lot, and I've been wanting to get out there myself.
So my schedule has freed up, and we're definitely gonna be out there.
Yeah.
Come May 16th.
It's funny now.
May 18th.
We coming out there, do a podcast and everything. So
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
appreciate the invite, man. We look forward to it. We want to put everybody out, on the trip. Come out, check the show out.
Did they decide to turn on some music all of a sudden in here?
It's
Well,
I think they're.
you guys got an audio portion over there too, right?
Yes.
Oh, really? Okay.
That is probably, if we did the audio by itself, it'd probably be the second largest audio show in the nation.
Holy
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Excellent. Yeah, I go up to Slamology every year up in Indy, and they
Yeah.
have a huge.
That's a
audio
heavy
section.
claim, man. That's a lot. That's a big show, then.
I can back it up.
I like it. I like
I'm
it.
I'm sorry. We're a team.
Yeah.
There's three of us, so we can back it up.
That's cool.
It takes an army
Yeah.
to
for
do
sure.
something like that.
Yeah.
John Kent with Road Car Audio, he's helped us build up the audio side forever. So
Yep.
most of the credit goes to him. But we pull JP from Down for Sound. He comes out to all our events that we do.
Yeah.
We we bring the big boys from
You got
Vegas and
different people with
California,
different strengths, and you really putting it on. I love it.
We do.
Is there a way to pre-register? If somebody wanted to register their vehicles, how would they be able to do that?
Well, you can go to our website, madeofsteelshow.com.
Okay.
As of right now, we were going through some website changes. So roughly second week of January, it'll probably be straight.
Okay.
You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook, Made of Steel Show.
Okay.
We'll release it there. Usually we'll open up pre-registrations at Slamfest.
All right.
Then the hurricanes kind of messed that up.
Yeah,
and-
hurricane
they
messed
did.
everything up.
Everything up.
Yeah. So it's kind of too late. You guys are business guys. You guys understand not wanting to accept money at the end of the year.
Right.
So,
Yeah. Absolutely. So.
yeah.
Fortunately, yeah.
So not that we're getting rich off of it, but it helps us feed our families. But the biggest thing for us, at all of our events we have raffles for Kids Cancer Foundation. So
Love it.
Okay.
That's big.
It's huge. Yeah.
That's the most important thing for me. We have a couple bigger items that we usually auction off, and then the raffles after that. That's kind of a big deal for us.
Well, yeah, it's the give back, man. I mean, it's all about the give back.
It is.
So for made of steel, like Slamfest has got the top 50. That's all trophies do. Do you guys have categories at the same like top 50 or like how? What would we be looking at for show?
We do a little different.
A little different.
Yeah, we have roughly 45 to 50 classes.
Okay.
We'll do a best of class, so basically first in your class.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have some best ofs, best car, best truck, lifted, bike, side by side.
Wow.
Your interior paints, your typical, under construction, special interest stuff.
Yep.
And we really did that because, this isn't a knock on any show,
Yeah.
Sometimes shows are so big and it's hard to pick something apart, and sometimes they look to go the top 50 route or top 100 or whatever, and it's so hard to judge when you get to gigantic shows that way.
It really is. Really is.
And it's really not a knock on it. You have to do the best that you can do. But, for us to continue to keep getting mini trucks, full-size trucks, hot rods, rat rods, tuners, imports, bikes, for us to continue to get all that, there has to be a reason for those guys to be there, So, you might not like an import, but you can go over there and then, there's let's just say Acura Integra, full motor swap, firewall smooth, painted inside and out, polished, full interior, air ride, you name it. And somebody would just not look at it, but then if you look at it, you're like, man, I could eat dinner off the oil pan.
Yeah.
And the quality of work that goes into it. And that's really what we're about, is just showing appreciation for somebody else's love for what they're doing.
Right.
There's a lot of time, a lot of sweat, blood, and tears that go into this stuff.
It is a lot.
So when you show that appreciation, just the recognition, that finding the right people to recognize with that, when they get that little bit of confirmation, like someone else is noticing it, it goes a long way. So I can appreciate the breaking up the categories like that.
That's awesome, man. I'm excited to be a part of it.
Me too.
Yeah, glad you guys are coming out, man.
Yeah. Thanks for inviting us over.
Yeah, much appreciated.
You guys said we met you at a tent out here. What else you got going on?
So that's my Hot Rods Mag stuff,
Okay.
which I'm also a distributor for Mad Gear and Hater Made. East Coast distributor, my buddy Matt and Naomi Spence out of Texas. We carry their stuff. We have our stuff that we have as well. We got started with photography. Back when we started, we were probably top 3 or 4 as far as online magazine in the country. We got an early start on it, but obviously you had SoCal Customs, Lay and Body, Street Source, and I mean they were obviously bigger than us, but we could hold our weight when we were doing things. We converted over to our own social media. It's back when MySpace was kind of just going, like, hey, we could do an automotive thing, and that worked out great. You can make your own profile, get in the groups, upload all your pictures, kind of everything what Facebook is now. And then come Facebook and Instagram, and everybody's a photographer. Everybody's got their cell phones out. So it just, for me, for an online magazine, that's just kind of, you can't compete against that. You know, it was a free online magazine, so then I spend the whole weekend shooting stuff and then go home and I got to spend a week editing, coverage, editing photos, adding watermarks and then uploading them.
Oh man,
I feel the pain.
a lot of work.
Yeah.
I cut my teeth on Instagram, right? Like, I use this expensive ass camera, expensive editing software, for what? For nothing, right? For me.
Yeah.
But people like it, so I put it out there.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, there is a difference. If you're looking on Instagram, I don't do TikTok. I don't do Snapchat. I'm married, so that
Yeah.
But basically Instagram, like I'll still do reels, and kind of edit on my own way. I'm not a videographer really, but I still have a decent eye for a camera, So trying to stay relative and just do some reels or some pictures and getting it out there on social media just through somebody else's eye and just help other shows out, just another coverage and another person being able to promote
the scene and really get and just again bring
Right.
the word out there on the scene.
Yeah, because I mean, you might have some guy like yourself. I don't know how many shows you travel to or go around to, but like I was at Dino's last month.
Yeah.
Camp and Drag, Southeast Truck Nationals, Mini Nats.
Yeah.
I'm all over the country all the time.
Yeah.
So doing that, I'm getting in front of different people. Then they'll follow us. They'll grab some merch and some gear from us.
Right.
But then what helps with other promoters is other people are seeing coverage from other parts of the country and like, oh man, that's cool, man. We need to check that out one day.
Right.
Yeah,
So-
that's what I've been to. Phoenix a couple times, Albuquerque. What was the other one we went to? We went to California, went to the Peterson.
California,
went to,
everything. Vegas.
Vegas a couple times. Yeah, I travel out west for mainly the lowrider shows and stuff, but
You gotta check out Dino's.
yeah, that's what I hear.
He's a big
That's what I
lowrider
hear in
guy. I do the
Texas, yeah.
mini truck and the Buick here, so
Right.
like I Slamology, all that stuff up in Indiana. Haven't made the camp and drag yet. It's on the list. So
That's my mix too. It came up
So
with
you've been
mini
up to-
trucks and then lowriders. So I got that heavy mix of those two as well.
you've been to camp and drag, you said?
Yeah.
That orange hearse. That's my buddy Kurt.
Okay.
The big orange hearse with the big audio bond. Not audio bond. Fuck audio bond. So Jesus Christ, I can't even think of it right now.
2006 came around.
Right, 2006. But he's got that orange hearse up there, and that thing's.
Yeah, I remember seeing that a few times.
Keep trying to get it down here. He was
Right.
going to come this year, and the ride fell because he's putting it on a trailer to bring it down. Obviously, a big truck,
Right.
and everything just fell through. Thankfully, because the hurricane hit. But
Yeah.
he's planning on bringing the hearse down here for probably next year or.
Tell him bring him made of steel. He won't be disappointed.
Yeah, if he's a stereo show,
especially with the audio side,
Absolutely.
yeah.
He'll be all
I
about
mean,
that.
we
so.
broke some world records there. So
Really?
yeah. I think in one show in what is this 24 and
Sundown.
like 21 or 22.
Okay, Sundown Audio.
Sundown.
That's what
It was bugging me. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good.
Had a brain fart.
Man, Sundown usually sponsors shows up a few years as well.
Nice.
I think there was one year, it was either in 21 or 22, we broke like 3 world records that year.
Wow.
Or, well, I say we, but the
Yeah.
people attending the show.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And is that Iasca sponsor everything certified or?
We got Iasca, Mecca, ACCL, ISPLL, NSPL, Base Wars, SOCA.
So you just run the gambit.
Just to name a few.
It's legit. Is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Everything's on the
Yeah.
up.
It sounds well developed.
Yeah, it's a 3X point event as well. So.
All right. Excellent.
So we get those guys that come from Texas, Nevada. All the Wolf Ram guys came out. Detroit. We've had a couple Canadians there. I mean,
How's
Sounds
the
like y'all doing it big, bro.
how's the riffraff out there? You got to keep people in check out there, or is it all pretty much like they know not to mess around?
Man, they don't mess around.
That good.
They, everybody's,
Because we've all been to some shows where it's like you got somebody who won't stop with the bass or doing something obnoxious out in the parking area, or just not doing something they should be doing.
Well, we separate it, right? So I've been vending at shows since 2002. I've been attending shows since, I don't know, 97. And also hosting shows since 07.
Yeah.
So seeing that from all three angles.
Different platforms. Different platforms. Yeah.
Right. You know, we look at that. So we completely separate the audio and the show.
Smart. Very smart.
That's good. Makes it
Good.
significantly easier to enjoy the show, where you can
Yeah.
sit down and have a conversation
It
and
is.
enjoy the cars versus I'm go check out the stereos over there and,
Yeah.
Yep.
and do my thing. So
And there's a lot of the older mini truckers now. When I mean, they're a little bit. I'm 43, so
I'm 46. So
some of these guys are mid 40s, upper 40s, early 50s in some cases.
Yeah.
Even though we all started with car audio,
Right.
it's kind of where mini trucking originated from.
Right.
some-
You don't want to be 2 feet from each other screaming just to get a conversation out.
And
Right,
My
yeah.
Zeus back in the day had the 612-inch Orion subs. Like that's what it was. It was a stereo truck. And then it transitioned into the shaving and the bagging and toppers off, stereos out. And
Yeah.
it is what it is. So
Yeah.
I get you.
Not good. I'm glad there's some division in that to keep everybody happy.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good thing. We always get compliments that,
Oh, that's what's
nobody
up.
fights each other. Even the, we call them stunt walls.
Oh,
Those things are
Way back.
Way back out.
Way back.
yeah.
That's cool. If you want to hear it, you can be around it. Just walk that way.
No, for sure.
Oh, you'll still be able to hear, but you won't be definitely.
But you'll also be able to hear
Right,
as
right,
well.
right.
You know.
Well, I mean, they appreciate too, because most audio guys, they just want to go somewhere where they can play and
Play
not
the
get
music
kicked
and,
out.
get
And if
Yeah.
that's your trip, you want to be
harassable.
loud as sin, then do it.
Yeah.
As long as you got a spot for it.
That's it.
Cool, man.
That's it.
I'm looking
That's
forward.
awesome.
I'm really looking forward to coming out and checking this out.
All right, so May 16th and 18th, Hernando County Fairground.
That's
How's
Made
it.
of steel.
Where the hell is Hernando County at? I don't even know.
It's 2 counties north.
2 counties north of here.
Brooksville.
Brooksville?
Yeah, Brooksville.
Oh, you said it like I know where Brooksville is, too, huh?
He's like, I read the
Little
brochure.
bit.
He's
Just
like, I
keep
read the
driving a
brochure.
little further north.
It's like
He's like, Brooksville. Like, you don't even know where Brooksville is. I know.
it's like 47 miles from here,
Oh, it's not
49
bad.
miles,
Okay. We'll be
something
good.
like that.
Not
So,
horrible.
That far.
Easy money.
yeah, it's not horrible at all.
Do you guys have like a hotel, like a sponsor hotel or anything like that, or
Yeah,
Host
typically
hotel?
we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, host hotel.
Yeah.
and that'll all be on the website or anything we have, so
on
people can make
the-
reservations.
On our social media, as soon as we get all that stuff in order.
Made of steel show, right? You said on
Yep.
Facebook, Instagram.
Yep. And .com.
All right.
I like
Well, we will be there. We'll have everything set up again. And I'm sure we'll have multiple vehicles coming out as well. So
I got a question for you guys.
what you got?
Yeah.
Shoot.
Is this y'all's first Slamfest?
No.
No.
No, I've been here
Right.
forever.
As far as like
our
now
first
you-
one doing this.
You mean podcast
Yes.
or as
no,
far
just
as
period.
Oh,
No,
no.
he's been coming. I've been coming since.
99?
He's been
Okay.
here since '99. I think I've been coming here since like '04.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe or sooner.
I started coming here when it was in Gainesville.
Yeah. So he came later.
Late
Yeah.
comer.
Yeah. He's like late comer.
I never went to
Yeah.
Gainesville. That's what I kept in Tampa.
I don't like those colors.
Wasn't a.
No, I mean, Florida State?
Yeah.
My man.
I don't like
Not
those.
this year, but my man.
Yeah.
This year was
yeah.
rough.
Hey, I'm still a fan.
I'm still a fan, too.
It's family. My dad was the super on closing in the south end of Doak Campbell
Oh, nice.
in the early 90s. So I spent a lot of, summer breaks from school up there, and, it's just, he lived up there, so I just
Yeah.
kind of fell in love with the area.
Yeah.
Knowles, my team, kind of fell into it,
That's
I'm not going to lie. Like, I moved down here from Illinois in, like, 95, 96, and everybody's like, you got to pick. And I looked at the colors, and I was like, I like the maroon and the gold.
Garnet and gold.
That blue and orange doesn't work for me. And they're like, all right, you're a Florida State fan. I said, bet. Watched them ever since. So
my mother-in-law, she's a Gators fan, and my kids are 15, 16, so when they were born, they would, try to buy Gator onesies and all that shit. Well, I always, our kids' parties were keg parties afterwards, so
Right.
Yeah.
they were, I used those shirts to light many a fires.
Daddy loves you, but
And even to this day, like, I don't mind the color orange, and I don't mind the color blue. I just cannot stand them together.
can't put them together.
Yeah, you can't.
Sacrilegious.
You can't. It's like, man, that's a beautiful shirt. Babe, it's got blue in it. Ah, shit. You can keep it. I don't want it. But so my question is, this is the first one being in December, much less a few days before Christmas. What do you guys think of the weather?
Weather's fantastic.
Weather
I
is
like it. I like
outstanding.
the cold weather. I'm a fat
yeah.
guy, so
Yeah, me too.
listen, last year, you go home, you gotta peel your shirt off. It's just too hot. It's uncomfortable. I find myself, now I'm a bigger guy, like a couple of us here, but at the same time, like it doesn't matter what weight you are, what size you are. When you're out there, you're just trying to breathe, and you're really just kind of looking for that next relief. Would be it like shade or in the AC. You really miss so many builds, you miss so many details. You almost get to a point where you realize you catch yourself just trying to get through it. I don't want to do that. It's miserable, real shit. It's miserable. I hate
Florida.
that.
That's where we live, baby.
Unfortunately, that's the truth.
It is.
So yeah, the weather, love it. Absolutely in love with it right now. My old lady might love it right now because she's got about 3 sweatshirts on. She'd give me a bad eye.
Listen, you get to wear a Fly Dixon. There's no weather.
But if you
better
can
than
wear
that.
a long sleeve or a sweatshirt and come out and you didn't sweat, drop one, and you're just enjoying and really enjoying all the vehicles. I don't know. It's just like it's a whole different experience. You really get to look at all the detail.
It is.
I remember
Whole
back-
different ball game.
Back
Really,
when
it
used
is.
to be in November. And it was not
Yeah.
bad in November. Not so bad in
Just like
November.
Turkey Rod Run, man. It's
Yep.
Yeah, that show can be hot too, but it's
It
just-
can.
You're in a bowl and 500,000 people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a lot of people.
boy, you ain't kidding. You ain't kidding.
These guys ain't never been, man. I tried to get them to go this year, and
they
nobody
gotta
went.
go.
So
Yeah.
it's a must. Turkey
But
Rod Run's a must.
what I enjoyed is actually, I enjoy the weather for one. You kind of see the people that really support the show, right?
Right.
And I'm not saying anything against the people that didn't show up because
It's 2 days before Christmas. 3
yeah,
days
it's 2
before
days
Christmas.
And they already
Christmas.
planned for a different time, so they
Oh,
could
yeah.
have already had they could have family in. They could be out of state with
Oh, yeah.
family. So I'm sure there's a large amount of people that weren't prepared for this because they were
Yeah.
prepared for 2 months prior.
Oh, for sure. But
Wow.
there's a lot of local people that
Came out.
came out, but that still could have came. Right.
True.
So
True.
it's beautiful weather. So I enjoy the people that come here to still keep what we like doing alive in the area. But I also enjoy seeing the Christmas spirit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sometimes with life and what's going on in the world, you don't get caught up in Christmas.
You get sidetracked with a lot of stuff. So this
Yeah.
was like a little. You got the Christmas edition shirts now. It's
Yeah.
a mistake that it happened. So it's like I had to get that.
It's a happy
Yeah.
mistake.
I seen a big ass snowman running around.
Yeah, you got
earlier.
so now you got holiday energy, real shit. You got holiday energy mixed with it's Slamfest. So you got that energy, and then the people that came, it's just like and then the weather. That's that trinity of just this is perfect. This is just that perfect.
Oh yeah.
Under bad circumstances with the storm that put us here, you got those three things. It's like a trinity of just perfect energy, man.
Yeah. So
Love it,
I'm
love it.
really happy that they kept it together, and then
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
people keeping the spirit together.
Brushed
and,
it off their shoulders and just moved the date. Let's go.
Yeah. And it's been Merry Christmas.
You up next, Brian?
It hasn't been Happy Holidays.
Yeah.
If
Give
you
us-
catch
You
what
got to
I'm
give us
saying.
20
Like,
minutes.
Yeah.
Give us 20 minutes.
I'm not a super religious kind of guy,
Right.
but
Yeah.
I'm sure this isn't the place for it. But it's
Right.
but it's
But it's Merry Christmas. Yeah.
right. Yeah.
I
So
get
it's-
what you're saying. I get what you're
It's
putting down.
great to hear that.
Yeah.
It's great, because it
Everything has to be so formal now, so you don't hurt somebody else's feelings. It's still, but it's
I don't. If you read half of my shirts out there, I don't give a fuck who's.
I saw a couple, and that's why when you asked that question, like, so, what kind of show is this? I'm like, he already asking if he can just be himself. I'm like, so, be yourself, baby. Go ahead. You're good. You're like, all right, cool. I don't want to be anybody else.
No, for sure. So what was y'all's favorite rides here today?
Oh man,
I got to go with that teal Bel Air.
I was just gonna say,
That
man,
thing
you
is
have-
so
yeah.
clean
Okay.
on the outside lane.
54 Bel Air 4-door, teal green,
Pretty.
just this is just a beautiful, proper example of a 50s car, 54 Bel Air. Just a beautiful example.
There's a lot of nice rides here, though. We got
A lot, and that's just just right off the top.
Tahoe out
That's
there,
right off
Allen's
the top.
Tahoe. Obviously.
Man, you can go down
I'm gonna
a
say
list.
this Magnum because I put a lot of blood, sweat. And
He's
tears.
like this right
biased.
here.
You're biased.
That's true. That's
we
true.
had to do a lot of work. We had to fix some stuff up
Yep.
and then blend in the paint, which
I painted
they
the
don't even
roof
make
on.
anymore. So we had to do spray outs to figure out what would be the closest, and I think my man killed it. So
Oh yeah, absolutely
Okay.
killed it.
half that car was painted 3 years ago. Half of it was painted 2 months ago or a month ago. So
Not even. Yeah, I was gonna say 3 weeks ago, 3 years ago, and 3 weeks ago, with a rag top cutting it now.
Yeah.
So it's like the
That
way
was a
he
pain
knocked
in my ass.
pain in his ass, but you can't tell what was done when and what was done, present and in past. So it's just like
And that's good.
that's exactly
Good craftsmanship.
Yeah.
So
And everybody criticized. Everybody's their own worst critic. So he criticized himself, and we look back and we're like, I'll see what you see, man. This thing 10 feet out looks brand new. Like you just did the whole thing.
I would love to criticize Will, but I got nothing to say on that one.
I criticize him in a lot of different lights, but
Every
not
day.
on this one. This one he knocked it out
that's
of
just
the
because
park.
you an asshole.
That's love. That's love.
Well, you know, we've been busy at the booth. I keep saying we because I just, my wife and I, you know. the
Always a
boss-
team effort. It's
Yeah.
always a team, man.
The boss out there, she's running me ragged or I'm running her. I don't know which
Yeah.
one. But, I just haven't had a chance to walk away from the booth. So
Right.
Yeah.
kind of try to get an idea of what I need to go look at here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I'm glad we could get you out. Go.
To pull you away, get you a little
Thanks for
excuse to
having
come
me.
out, man. Absolutely.
No problem.
Thanks for inviting us. Thanks for having us on this upcoming show, man.
So it'll be
sure.
what,
Yeah.
May 16th and 18th, Hernando County Fairgrounds.
That's it.
Brooksville, baby. We'll see you there.
Yes,
right.
sir. See you guys there.
All right,
Thank
man.
you.
Appreciate you,
problem.
man.
All right, brother.